What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Happy to have you on here. So, well, guys, it was just a matter of time before we get this happening. So, right now, humanoid soldier robots are now being tested on the battlefield in Ukraine. And so, guys, when we saw robots being developed in mass, when we saw AI really coming up strong, we knew it was just a matter of time because before they get integrated into the military complex. The military is always trying to innovate and get better at what they are doing. Us human beings, we are always very strong and very competent when it comes to fighting with each other. So it's no surprise that we are seeing this happening already. And so now we have humanoid robots which are going into action in different battlefields, and this is really going to change the whole landscape of fighting and take it to a whole other level. So let's see why this is important and why this is relevant and how this has really brought us a new step forward. Robots have been in the battlefield for quite a long while already. This is nothing new. Robots in the form of drones, in the form of mechanic robots that can act and deliver goods and products, and one or two little actions in the battlefield have always existed. But now, this we have humanoid robots, but not just humanoid robots, autonomous humanoid robots powered by AI, and that really changed everything. So you can imagine giving a soldier an instruction, a human soldier an instruction, and him performing it to the best of his abilities, which are still going to be limited due to his human limitations. Now you can imagine doing the same thing with a robot, which has no physical limitations, no human limitations, no emotions. You have the perfect soldier. And so now we are seeing humanoid robots powered by AI entering into the battlefield. And rest assured, this is going to change everything. And so, why is this relevant and how does it apply to the new battlefield now? Robots don't feel pain, robots don't feel hesitation, robots don't feel emotions. And so, you can trust them to perform their actions following the strict instructions they are given into. And so, not only is this dangerous, but it's also really alarming to see that. So there are multiple guerrs happening all around the world. Right now, the one of Ukraine and Russia has been lasting for a lot of years right now. And so introducing these robots now is going to change a lot of things. The upside for one party is that they can easily win the war and they lose very few people. But the downside in general is that robots entering into the battlefield is really going to cause mass casualties and a lot of danger, a lot of killings, and a lot of suffering, even more. And this is something that doesn't just belong to one side of the war, it belongs to everybody. So I really think about a future where you see just robots fighting each other for the sake of different nations. So that's crazy like that. So now we are getting military robots which are really surging, and you can best believe no country is going to hold back on the production of this. Basically, every country with the technology is going to just build these robots and so on and so forth. So it's quite interesting to see how far robots or humanoid robots have come in the last few years. Just the last 2 years, we are now seeing robots being able to take actions and walk like human beings and kind of perform these actions. And so having them enter into the military complex is a whole other level. So now you have humanoid robots for war and work. Startup plans to build 50,000 robots by end of 2027. 2027 is just next year, and you have a startup which is planning to build over 50,000 of these robots. This is just crazy to think about. So this is going to be overwhelming and really, really take the whole world into a different ball game. So let's just kind of explore a little bit. This is reported by Forbes. So we can all imagine the scenario of Terminator robots. I know that's what is on the mind of everybody, but you keep in mind that there are advantages to everything and disadvantages to everything. I think the scariest part of the thing is how efficient these humanoid robots are going to be at warfare, because they have access to a lot of information database. They can learn, they can get better at whatever they are doing, that's how AI works, or autonomous AI works. And so that's what's scary, how good they're going to be at this, and if they have to target different human beings. So finding peace has always been something very difficult for countries all around the world to do. And in this case, now you are going to have a lethal weapon which is able to basically do whatever you can, or basically kill everybody you can imagine. So it'll be very important that we set some guardrails to prevent these AI systems from going rogue and doing virtually so much damage, because there's no way to get back. Once you have set them out, it'll be difficult to roll back whatever damage they are able to do. And that's also the scary part, how far the AI is going to take its mission. You cannot imagine somebody very evil just saying that, I mean, destroy everything. And what would destroy everything mean? Is it just destroy everything in this perimeter? If you don't specify the instructions correctly, they might go out and do way more than you expected. So there are all these dangers. But I just wanted to let you know that now we have humanoid robots which are entering into the warfare, and not only warfare, the work industry as well. And maybe in a subsequent video, I can explain why I pretty much like this side of things, right? The work part, right? The work part. The war part, a lot less. I like that. But the work part is very nice. And people have mixed feelings as when it comes to robots. But me personally, I think there are advantages and disadvantages in both sides. So there you have it, guys. We now have humanoid soldier robots which are now being tested on the battlefield to fight against real human beings. So what can go wrong, you might ask? So there you have it. Let's just keep up to date with this and see how far it goes. But I can already tell you this is not going to go well in any way, any shape, or any form. But however the case, let's just keep an eye on it and see where it goes. Thank you for watching the video. Catch you on the next one.